In a single cup of water from Lake Michigan live algae and zooplankton, hundreds of thousands of them. The foundation of the Great Lakes food chain and fishing industry, they're essential. Because of another warm winter with little ice coverage, there's a lot about their populations that could change.
The Great Lakes, they're so immense. My main concern is people get complacent and they think, my God, we have water to last forever. And the reality is we can screw it up.
From invasive species to algae blooms, in many cases, we already have.
If you think of algae as goo, I would say, retrench that thought.
But not all algae is bad.
It's not the Amazon trees that are doing that. They're doing it in part. But the algae are the ones that are making this life habitable for human beings.
The photosynthetic organism produces oxygen, but can spiral out of control.
You get too much algae, it's not a good thing. You want some, but you don't want these blooms.
The cause and effect. A shorter winter with less ice means more time for algae to grow. The sometimes toxic blue-green algae thrives in warmer water and outcompetes other organisms.
What is most susceptible are these drowned rivermouth lakes that attach to Lake Michigan, like Muskegon Lake, like Lake Macatawa, like Mona Lake.
To make matters worse, the tiny zooplankton that eat algae stay away from blue-green and may go hungry.
And the zooplankton are eaten by the fish, the small fish, which are then eaten by the big fish. And so there's going to be transfer problems throughout the entire food web.
That's not to mention a more desirable algae that grows in ice can't thrive if the Great Lakes don't freeze like winters past.
I think it's adaptation under these circumstances.
In a warming world, some things can't be reversed. But Steinman says the beauty and biodiversity of these lakes are always worth protecting.
It behooves all of us.
Perhaps starting with a little less fertilizer on the lawn.
Whatever we can do to retain nutrients on the land instead of putting them into our water is going to help reduce the possibility of algal blooms forming. So I would hope that other people would have that same passion about caring for our water resources.
In Muskegon, Sam Lanstra, Fox 17 News.
The parents of the Oxford High School shooter are the first in the nation to be convicted of crimes connected to a mass shooting carried out by their child. James Crumbley was convicted yesterday of involuntary manslaughter. His wife Jennifer convicted last month. We reached out to a legal expert today to find out how the jury's decision could impact similar cases in the future. Sarissa Montag is a criminal defense attorney at Levine & Levine in Kalamazoo. She pointed out how the precedents set by the Crumbly's cases only apply to the state of Michigan because every state has its own laws. And of course, the federal system is different altogether. Montag says the Crumbly's convictions will certainly change how investigators and prosecutors approach similar cases in Michigan. This applies especially to the early stages in which a parent could be held responsible for crimes carried out by their kid. On top of that, juries could be more likely to find parents guilty, but only under certain circumstances.
It's certainly expected that in situations where there are horrific crimes that occur, that investigators will look at surrounding circumstances, maybe other family members, parents, obviously, where a case is going to go initially, what they are going to look into. That is different after this ruling than it was before.
Montag stressed that every criminal case is different and convictions will depend on specific circumstances. Both James and Jennifer face up to 15 years in prison and will be sentenced on April 9th. We've been talking about it for years, and now there's a bill in Congress to shorten the work week. Coming up, how fast the switch could happen if passed and how the law would impact your pockets.
2 colleges, 1 mission. How Kalamazoo students are working to keep their peers in the city after graduation. It's no secret that Michigan's population is shrinking, but students here in Kalamazoo are developing ideas to keep top talent in town.
We are working with the Monroe Brown Foundation to improve retention of young professionals in Kalamazoo.
Leading the charge, 9 groups of students from Kalamazoo College and Western Michigan University.
At least from a student perspective, we don't see the fun in Kalamazoo because we're doing kind of the typical college things, not coming downtown.
Through the Leadership and Business Strategy course, Emily Kramer's group wants to bridge that gap.
We want to bring a flock of Bird electric scooters to Kalamazoo So students have a fun and new way to make it downtown, hopefully to the new hockey arena.
Other concepts include increasing downtown housing options, networking opportunities, and mentorship programs.
One thing we discovered is that our community could really benefit from more engaging activities for the 22 to 30-year-old.
Doug Lepisto, director of the program, says they've received feedback from college students, people still in the community, and professionals who have left.
The other thing that we saw in our research is building that connection between students and the smaller companies here is really critical. They often are told to go to a big city and take a big job, but there are a lot of great companies based here in West Michigan.
To keep talent, a stronger connection between the social and professional scenes are a must.
I sort of see us as Grand Rapids 20 years ago. So if we can keep up that trajectory, I think Kalamazoo will be in a great spot.
Fritz Brown, president of the foundation, says groups will have a solid concept by the end of this semester, and then they will work on making it happen.
I have been very impressed with all the students and all their presentations, even the ideas that seem, that seemed a little far-fetched.
The Monroe Brown Foundation has pledged up to $400,000 to invest in concepts that come out of these student projects. Reporting in Kalamazoo, Yasmin Ludi, Fox 17 News.
A bill in Congress could make work weeks shorter. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders proposed the legislation Thursday. He's calling for the standard work week to go from 40 hours to 32 hours without loss of pay. The change would happen over the span of 4 years. The bill would also lower the maximum hours needed for overtime pay for non-exempt employees. Senator Sanders argues several other countries have reduced their work weeks, including France, Norway, and Denmark, but still maintaining productivity. All right, so we had a couple little teasers at the beginning of the week. Very nice, very sunny. Not going to be that lucky this St. Paddy's Day weekend, are we?
We are not. We're going to see a drop in temperatures back in the 30s, and along with it, the chance of snow. So coming up, we'll talk a little bit more about how much snow we could see.
The U.S. Coast Guard Great Lakes personnel fought a commercial vessel fire this afternoon on Ohio side of Lake Erie. Flames took over the ship, which is one of the oldest still traveling through the Great Lakes. Now, this is the second time this ship has caught fire in just the last year. Thankfully, the Coast Guard says all crew members are safe.
We need to
Look at the hail. Oh my God, that's going to be a big one.
The death toll is expected to rise as emergency response teams assess the damage and search for survivors after yesterday's wave of tornadoes around the Midwest. The total number of tornadoes has yet to be confirmed, but we know they're responsible for at least 3 deaths in Ohio. Rescue and cleanup operations there and in other states continue tonight. In Indiana, teams searched through collapsed buildings today that several storms left behind.
Temperatures are cool in West Michigan tonight. We are mainly in the 30s with mostly clear skies, dry conditions throughout the rest of the night, though there will be a chance for some precipitation this weekend. Saturday brings the chance of a few stray showers. By Sunday, a few flurries as colder air will be settling into West Michigan. Our satellite and radar shows the system that is developing towards our north and our west. That's what's going to give us the chance of rain and snow this weekend. Our future track shows our increasing cloud cover overnight. A mix of sun and clouds throughout the day on Saturday, but late in the afternoon and evening, a pop-up shower will be possible. Not everyone will see the rain, but it will be a possibility with otherwise mostly cloudy skies late in the day. That colder air will be wrapping in late Saturday night and into early Sunday morning, transitioning light rain over to light snow throughout the day on Sunday. However, any accumulation will be very limited throughout this weekend. When it comes to the amount of rain, this will be limited, but the best best chance of any accumulation will mainly be north of I-96 and north of Grand Rapids, where Big Rapids could pick up 1/10 of an inch of rain. As for the amount of snow, that is also going to be limited. Less than an inch of snow will be possible throughout the day on Sunday, though we could see more snow develop on Monday because Monday will be the coldest day of the week and more lake effect snow is in the forecast. Tonight's overnight low will be 33 in Grand Rapids, 34 in Kalamazoo, and 36 in Muskegon with mostly clear skies. Throughout the day on Saturday, temperatures will be back in the 50s, but it's going to be a windy day. Winds will be from the southwest ranging between 15 to 25 miles an hour. Wind gusts over 35 miles an hour possible with a high of 52 in Greenville, 53 in Allegan, and 52 in Holland. Let's talk about the wind. It's going to generate high wave heights in Lake Michigan. Again, the wind gusts potentially over 35 miles an hour by the afternoon, shifting and coming from the west. The chance of precipitation will be limited each and every day, but the best chance for snow will be this upcoming Monday. That's because our colder air will be shifting in, allowing for lake effect snow to develop, though the greatest accumulation will be in northern Michigan. Here in West Michigan, we're only going to see a light dusting at best, and because our ground is warm, it will quickly melt. Eventually, sunshine will return late in the week. By Tuesday and Wednesday, we will see the chance of moments of sunshine. Looking ahead to wrap up the month of March, the 23rd through the 29th, looking to be slightly closer to normal for our temperatures. The Super 7-Day shows a high of 38 on Sunday, which is also St. Patrick's Day. A few flurries will be possible, but unfortunately not too lucky when it comes to our St. Patrick's Day forecast. Temperatures will be their coldest of the week on Monday with a high of 34, and spring officially here on Tuesday. It's going to be cloudy, but temperatures will start to rebound back to the middle to upper 40s by the end of the week with a little sun.
Transparency. It's something most of us would say we want from our government. Still to come, the new tool Michigan is rolling out to help the public see finances of not only elected officials, but also those running.
The envelope, please. The future of these medical students is a mystery. The exciting results of match day straight ahead. It's match day for these MSU medical students. In moments, they'll open an envelope telling them what's next in their medical journey.
I just wanted to be here already. Just can't wait. We'll see what happens.
MSU medical students Anna Lunderberg,
The past undergrad years, medical school years, and this is what it all comes down to.
and Vincent Thew can't wait to find out where the residencies will be.
So if you think about it, right, so we've been working for this our whole entire lives, growing up, figuring out that we enjoy, wanting to be a doctor, going to undergrad, working 4 years, taking gap years, doing medical school, taking multiple board exams.
Anna has two unknowns today. Unlike Vincent, she will find out what kind of doctor she will be, along with where she'll go.
So I really liked 2 different specialties and ended up getting to the point where I could see myself in both very clearly. So I dual applied into both med peds and psychiatry.
There are 68 of you that have successfully matched into the residency of your choice.
Dr. Angela Thompson-Bush, Assistant Dean of the medical school, knows how hard these students have worked to reach this moment.
What's interesting about this class is actually that they started during COVID. So their first year of medical school, with the exception of simulation, was remote. Second year, they were in face masks and masks and face shields. So it's a miracle, quite frankly, that they are graduating this year and that they're matching. When you think about it, right?
At noon today, med students all across the country did something they'll eventually help their patients do. They found a match.
3, 2, 1.
New York, let's go. Vincent got his #1 pick. Residency with Cornell and Columbia in New York City for physical medicine and rehab.
What's even happening right now? I'm so excited.
Anna, visibly shaking, found out she is heading to Minneapolis for a psychiatry residency.
I'm just very, very excited and just in disbelief and being like, okay, I have a job. This is great.
This is everything I wanted. I got very lucky. And I had a lot of friends along the way to help support me too, so super duper excited.
These students will graduate in May and will start their residencies in July. In Cascade Township, Darren Bauer, Fox 17 News.
Western Michigan University also hosting its match day today as the class of 2024 found out what comes next. These graduates will train in 22 different states. We're told 98% of the students match to a residency slot as part of this nationwide process that continues to get increasingly competitive. The state is rolling out a new online tool that would allow Michiganders to see the finances of elected officials and people running for election. The Michigan Transparency Network is part of Proposal 1, which voters passed in 2022. Before that, Michigan was one of just 2 states that did not have financial disclosure requirements. The network, nicknamed Mitten, now is in the collecting phase. Current public officials, including the governor, have until April 15th to send in their information. Candidates have until May 15th. There are 13 categories, including earned income and investments, along with interactions with lobbyists. Mitten will then have all of the data available on one user-friendly website. A judge ruled Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney Fani Willis can stay on the election interference case against former President Trump and his allies. That is, only if she removes the special prosecutor with whom she engaged in a romantic relationship with. Just tonight, Nathan Wade announced he is resigning from the case. The judge was highly critical of Willis's relationship with Wade in his decision. However, he said Georgia law does not permit the finding of an actual conflict. Meanwhile, a Trump attorney said he'll continue to use all legal options to fight this case. House Republicans are considering an end to their impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Right now, they lack the votes to impeach the president. So Republicans are discussing whether to end their investigation by sending criminal referrals to the Department of Justice. The president's son, Hunter, was at the center of allegations and theories that his father used his position to benefit family business dealings. But Hunter's closed-door deposition failed to deliver the smoking gun Republicans hoped for. And here in West Michigan, a big weekend for high school boys basketball. We've got top teams in our area down at the Breslin Center, right?
Yeah, Zeeland West and Grand Rapids Christian both at the Breslin Center, both looking to advance to tomorrow's state finals. Those highlights next in sports.
Stores like this are popping up in downtown Detroit. We give you an inside look about how the city is preparing for the NFL draft.
Colder air is shifting into West Michigan for this weekend when we could see snow ahead. Happy Friday, West Michigan. Taking a live look now over downtown Grand Rapids. We have a cool night, a dry night with mostly clear skies. Temperatures are currently in the 30s. It is 31 in Fremont, 34 in Allegan, and 39 in Muskegon, with winds from the west ranging between 5 to about 15 miles an hour. The chance of rain and maybe even snow will be back for this weekend. There will be a chance of a stray shower on Saturday and then potentially even a few flurries on Sunday. As temperatures will be tumbling back to the 30s, the winds are also going to pick up. It is all associated with this low pressure system, that is developing towards our north and our west. It's going to be tracking in overnight and into tomorrow. We take a look at that future track, and it shows an increase in cloud cover for tonight, and throughout the day tomorrow we will see moments of sunshine up until the afternoon, where there will be a chance of a pop-up shower, potentially even some stronger winds. Eventually colder air will shift in, transitioning that light rain over to light snow. Any accumulation of snow will be under an inch, but you'll notice that just a few of us will be seeing those passing flurries. When it comes to the amount of rain between now and late in the day on Saturday, the greatest amount of rain is going to be north of Grand Rapids, though it will still be very limited and hit or miss. Snow, on the other hand, also very light. Lake effect in fashion. Less than an inch of snow likely on Sunday, but we could see more snow on Monday as temperatures will be their coldest of the week. Tonight's overnight low will be 33 in Grand Rapids, 34 in Kalamazoo with mostly clear skies. Saturday brings an increase in cloud cover with a chance of a stray shower later in the day, and temperatures climbing to the lower 50s. But let's talk about those winds, mainly ranging between 15 to 25 miles an hour. A high of 52 in Greenville and 53 in Allegan. Wind gusts could easily range over 35 miles an hour later in the day, eventually shifting, coming from the west, generating high wave heights in Lake Michigan. The chance of rain will be limited on Saturday, and then we see the chance of some light lake effect snow between Sunday and Monday. That's because of a colder blast of air that will be shifting into the state, but it's not too cold, so ultimately that's going to limit our lake effect snow between Sunday and Monday. The greatest potential of lake effect and accumulation will be in northern Michigan and closer to the tip of the mid. Eventually on Tuesday, that lake effect will shift out. We could potentially see some cloud cover between Tuesday and Wednesday, but all in all, temperatures are looking a bit closer to normal to round out the month of March. Our Super 7-day shows a high of 38 on Sunday. Sunday is also St. Patrick's Day, a high of 34 on Monday, so that is going to be the coldest day of our week. Temperatures will eventually rebound back to the 40s for next week, back-to-back days with some sunshine Wednesday and Thursday, and potentially a wintry mix on Friday.
We are now just 41 days away from the NFL draft in Detroit, and work already is underway to get the city ready. The first pop-up store held its grand opening today as the race to fill empty storefronts kicks into high gear. Brett Cass from our sister station in Detroit was there for the ribbon cutting. He takes us inside the effort to get the city draft ready.
I'm Brett Cass in downtown Detroit, and it's hard to imagine where I'm standing just a week ago was an empty storefront, but now it's become the Born in Detroit store. It's part of a broader effort to prepare the city for the NFL draft. It's the major thoroughfare in the heart of downtown. Woodward Avenue is being transformed. The newest edition, Born in Detroit, a clothing brand sold online and now in their downtown store.
It's a big chance. You come down here and you want to do well. You want to put your best foot forward.
CEO Anthony Tomey says for now, this location is only open until the end of April. Just a few weeks ago, this is what it looked like. It's one of several vacant storefronts the city hopes to fill in time for the draft.
What you're seeing here is part of the larger strategy in preparation for the NFL draft, and really what we're trying to do is activate any and all spaces.
Hassan Beydoun works in economic development for the city and says lots of improvements are underway to prep the city for the spotlight.
The city is all in on this effort, and really we want to be able to show that Detroit is a place where you could bring your family, where you could bring your business, and really enjoy all that the city has to offer.
In just the first hour of opening, the pop-up store already had business.
And he's like, hey, check it out, Born in Detroit. I'm like, we got to check that out.
Customers from Detroit and around the country stopping in while exploring downtown.
Coming in as a visitor, what do you think of the city?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think we were walking through some of the alleys, and there's like some cool history and obviously cool buildings.
I think the city has a lot to offer, and hopefully it puts us back on the map for a place to be.
Some businesses expanding before the draft, while others plan to open soon. As city officials, residents, and business owners hope this investment in the city will stay long after the draft picks are made.
To have that many people in one small area like this gives everybody that chance to go make money, to go get their name out there, and I think that's a great opportunity, and it just showcased the city and see what we're all about.
And the owner says if all goes well in the weeks that they're here, Born in Detroit could be here to stay on Woodward. In downtown Detroit, I'm Brett Cass, Scripps News, Detroit.
Zeeland West has made it to the Breslin Center for the first time in school history. The Ducks have won plenty of impressive games to make it to the state semifinals. Zeeland West taking on North Farmington to go to the state final in Division I. It was a bit of a slow start for the Ducks, but they got going in the first. Orion Yant with the bucket down low. Moments later, they close the gap to 2. Lucas Baker, the putback, draws the foul and 1. They trailed by 8 at the half. Late in the third, still trying to claw back. Merritt Alderink kicks it out to Kai Anderson, drills the corner 3. Start of the fourth, the Mr. Basketball candidate Alderink driving to the paint, flips it up and under, tough shot, gets it to go. He led the Ducks with 9 points. North Farmington was just too much. Zeeland West falls to the Raiders 58-39. Brett Bakita with the recap from the Breslin.
Well, what a history-making day for Zeeland West. The whole community was here. Zeeland West boys basketball had never gotten this far ever in the tournament history, and they fell a little bit short today as they finished the year at 20-8, falling to North Farmington for the second time this season, 58-39. But afterwards, as you can imagine, a lot of tears, a lot of emotions for head coach David Klein and his seniors.
Just such a special group of seniors that we've been able to work with. And so for them to get here the last few years we've had some injury issues. And so we finally had a chance to show what we could do when we had everybody for every practice, for every game, and these guys delivered. We've heard it growing up our entire lives, so a lot of that pressure, I mean, it's been amazing that it hasn't got to him, it hasn't got to him, and it hasn't got to any of the other seniors, especially hasn't got to our coach, but I think it's really special.
So North Farmington advances to tomorrow's Division I state title game here at the Breslin Center. They'll take on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And for Zeeland West, as I mentioned, they finished the year at 20-8, their first district championship, first regional championship in school history. Let's go back for more highlights now. Here's Thomas in the studio.
Grand Rapids Christian is no stranger to the Breslin Center. The Eagles were in the state semifinals back in 2017, looking to advance to tomorrow's Division II state final. After a tough quarterfinal, the senior-led Eagles taking on Chelsea. First quarter, Eagles down 2. Tyler Davis driving, flips it up and in to tie the game. He had 10 points late in the first. Davis drives, misses. Jalen Awinga slams it home, but GRC was still down 2 at the break. Late third, Nate Johnson with the steal, going back the other way, gets the bucket and the foul. Huge play, puts the Eagles up 6. The senior had 13. After an 8-0 run from Chelsea, Carter Goodike puts the game away with the bucket. Christian wins at 50-41 over Chelsea to advance to tomorrow's Division II state final against Warren Lincoln.
Our team coming this year from the start, our coaches already talked to us about it starts now, it don't start in March. So we know from the beginning this is where we wanted to be, and now since we're here, like you said, we only got one more game, so we got one more 32 minutes to be either champions or second place, and we're not going to fall short again. We can't. It's been since 1966 we won our state championship, so hopefully we're trying to do that again.
And coming up after the break, the Spartans were in action today along with Grand Valley and Ferris women's teams. Those highlights next. Michigan State will be safely in the NCAA tournament after its win over Minnesota to open the Big Ten tournament. An opportunity today for MSU to take another big step, taking on the Big Ten regular season champs. Michigan State and Purdue for the second time in less than 2 weeks. Malik Hall had a big first half for the Spartans. Inside bucket and the foul. Spartans down 7 at the break. Second half, Tyson Walker got hot. Corner 3, Spartans would hang around in this one and have a chance to win it. Just over a minute to go. Walker gets to the free throw line. Jumper, good, tie game. Purdue, one of the best teams in the country for a reason. Fletcher Lawyer in the corner, open, knocks down the 3. Boilermakers retake the lead and win it 62-62.
We can play with anybody. We've shown that all year long. The problem is we haven't made the plays down the stretch, and we got to do a better job of that, and a lot of that falls on me. So this week I'm going to try to do a better job of it and see if we can make one of those patented Michigan State runs.
Michigan has fired head basketball coach Juwan Howard after 5 seasons. Howard made the NCAA tournament his first 3 seasons at U of M, but missed a big dance the last 3 seasons and was 8-24 this year. Athletic Director Ward Manuel saying in a statement, Juwan Howard is among the greatest Wolverines to ever be associated with the Michigan basketball program, but it was clear the program was not living up to the university's expectations and not trending in the right direction. Grand Rapids Catholic Central guard and Mr. Basketball winner Darrell Brooks is signed to play at Michigan. He told us, quote, "I'm sorry to hear that Coach Howard won't be back. I really enjoyed getting to know him, his family, and all the coaches. At this moment, I'll be waiting to hear who the next coach is and go from there." Grand Valley women's basketball hosting the Division II Midwest Regionals. The Lakers are 29-2 this year. They haven't lost a game since mid-January, looking for win number 30 to start the NCAA tournament. Grand Valley taking on Trevecca Nazarene. Pick it up a late second quarter. GV down 4. Avery Zeenstra wide open. Beats the buzzer for 3. Lakers go into the break down 1. Second half, Hadley Miller. 3 off, grabs her own miss, and puts it in. Lakers starting to roll later. Abby Cabana with the long triple from downtown. The Lakers had a 16-0 run to start the second half. GVSU outscores Trevecca by 29 in the second half. They win it 63-35.
We put a lot of pressure on ourselves that we have to do these things. We have to be really good. We don't have to be. You just got to go out and compete, play the game, do your best. And I thought they did that. I thought we just kind of relaxed a little bit. And I said, thankfully, we do have half times. I don't know if we would have done that if we would have had that halftime to regroup.
Ferris, the number 3 seed in the regional, taking on 6-seeded Lewis. Ferris dominated the first half, up 43-20. More of the same in the second. Pass up ahead. Chloe Anadi, righty layup is good. Back to the first team All-GLIAC player. High finish off the glass with the left hand for the senior. She had a game-high 23 points. Ferris rolling. Rockford alum Elle Irwin drives and banks it off the glass for 2. She had 11. Bulldogs beat Lewis 75-53. They will play tomorrow night. Grand Valley Ferris both playing tomorrow night. State finals at the Breslin Center. We'll have all the action for you tomorrow night on Fox 47 News at 10.
6 sisters might know the key to living long lives.
They're trying to get into the Guinness Book of World Records for being the longest living 6 siblings.
Steve Harris talked to the ladies and shares their story.
This Farmington living room is full of history.
We've have had a lot of experiences.
History lived.
God's been good to us to give us the life that we've had.
And history in the making.
Okay. You want to?
Those 4 young ladies with the numbered T-shirts are the overall sisters. There are 6 of them.
I am 88 years, 240 days young. I am 90 years, 238 days young.
I am 93.
I am 97 years old today. I am 98 years old.
101 years and 30 days young.
4 of them live in Farmington, 1 in Columbia, and the oldest, 101-year-old Norma, lives in Ohio. Their combined age, 570 years, 43 days. Kind of a big deal.
We believe that today we hold the world record for the longest living 6 siblings.
Correction, a really big deal.
Now, my mom is sister number 1.
It was Norma's son Dean's idea to see if they set a record.
Now that we have somebody that is over 100 and the rest are in their 90s except for our baby aunt, it's like, we may be onto something.
They made a video to send to Guinness World Records.
Well, I think it would be great.
As great as it would be, there's someone missing from this attempt at the record.
We only wish our only brother, Stanley O'Rourke Jr., was still with us.
Stanley would have been 102, and his daughter says he also would have loved this.
Oh, I think he would be thrilled with it, yes, and very proud of all of his sisters because they all meant the world to him.
Whether or not they make history,
I feel very blessed.
That was precious.
Yeah.
I really hope they get it.
Yeah, me too. And well, there's no word yet on when the Guinness will be determined, if they'll be added to the world record book. But I mean, it's incredible. Just the smiles on their faces. They're going to keep going.
They are.
Yeah.
I love it. We got to ask them what the secret to that long of a life is.
We really do.
We love it. But that's going to do it for us tonight at 10. News at 11 starts right after this break.